You watching Backspin TV, you know what I'm saying? St. Pauli, representing too. La Coka Nostra, baby.
I mean, it's not going to be that different, but I just think it's maybe kind of what originally we were supposed to do in the first place. You know what I mean? It's
a lot different.
Yeah. Good point.
It's different in the sense that, you know, you're looking at the core of La Coka, right? When we originally started, us three sat down with a few other people, but, you know, the first record we made, we invited a lot of people to the party. You know what I mean? A lot of producers, a lot of friends of friends. We made a big collaborative effort, which turned into the brand you could trust. This is more centralized. This is more focused to the original plan that we had. You understand? So I think it's a harder record, and I think it's a more, you know, focused to original, what we sat down in 2003 to do, 2004 era, yeah? Right.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think this record is real lyrical, real hard, boom bap shit. You know, a lot of scratching on it, a lot of, you know, we're just killing it. It's definitely, you know, a little tighter, I think.
I keep it real like the 80s when we flooded the block. Stick up kids went from bass heads to sucking the cock. The hottest bitch in my...
No, that was a joke, man. Sarcasm is lost on Twitter, apparently. Yeah. Static has the first joint on the album, starts the album off.
So there's going to be different songs?
It's a darker album. It's definitely a darker album. It's just harder. It's harder. The drums are harder. A lot of cuts on the record. It's like a Run DMC album, except like 2012, 2013 steez. Yeah, the lead video that we're dropping in like 3 weeks is called Mind Your Business, produced by DJ Premier.
This is a stick up. I told you can reach for the sky. Fucking chip off the brick or the beat.
Great. I mean, we've been working with Primo for years, so I mean that's the homie. I mean, it's a dream come true because he's like my favorite producer of all time. So it's a beautiful thing.
The trees got me so high, kids sniff your next line. My culture's refined, I'm heavy on the grind. I'm hard in the paint, my Uzi weighs a kilo. I'll smack you in the face and crack your head like CeeLo. It's a fact, homie, eagles don't roam in flocks, but the eagles that I gotta put a hole in.
I mean, it's crazy to be here, to be everywhere all around the world. I was just thinking about it today, man, to go, you know, from not really seeing the world to basically write my own plane ticket. You know, I didn't graduate from college, so to talk to a college class about writing is a little bizarre, but, you know, it was cool, man. I think it's dope.
What was the feedback like?
You know, like, I really didn't try to break it down too intellectually because that's not really my thing, but, you know, I just basically talked to them about how I write and about my life and how I put the two together.
The motherfucking Svengali, Mark Boss got body in the XL Denali with the Marsburg shotty. Got a full box of shells and a ransom note that ain't come.
Yeah, I mean, not today. I didn't get a chance to, but yeah, cause I kind of went berserk collecting metal records, and now I'm kind of like off that, and you know, like I have a lot of rap, you know, a lot of hip hop vinyl, but I don't have 45s. Oh, I've been getting a lot of good stuff in the last few months, man.
Cover art too. You want the sleeve on it because the sleeve got brings you back to when you were a kid. So like even, you know, we were talking about on the plane, you know, there's a lot of like 45s. Yeah, we know a lot of the 45s back then had the nice picture art and the graphics and stuff. So that's part of the appeal. I'm gonna go when I get home because he told me he was feeling it again like that. I'm gonna dig out I got some obscure stuff too. I got some Clash stuff with Futura's, you know, the Radio Clash one that Futura did, and some old Beastie Boy stuff. And tell them about that. You saw that Beastie Boy.
I saw this. It was like a seven record promo set. Came out in '86. It's like a French pressing, promo only. Beastie Boys, Licensed to Ill. Like every song, 6, 12 inches, you know, one song on each side, and then like the 13th song on one. It was like $250 though, so I'm kind of like trying to see if I could get it cheaper, but just a lot of like cold chilling stuff. I just got like all the Big Daddy Kane 45s like a week ago, and just iced tea. I'm Your Pusher with like Darlene showing off the side boob type action, you know, just cool shit, you know, just like whatever, just shit I grew up on, you know, Cool G, I mean, all the cold chilling shit I want, you know, just whatever. I don't got the biz stuff on 45 yet, but like I just got a Japanese Walk This Way. That was dope. That's a dope little, you know. My record collection is kind of bonkers.
This dude's gonna have his own museum one day, man.
Yeah.
He's a collector.
But in Hamburg, you haven't been.
Nah, I mean, yo, who? What's up? Yeah, I mean, yo, I mean, there's a spot that has like the throwback, the '80s 45s. Is there? You know? Yeah. I don't have connections. Nah, I ain't got no connections, man. You know, I'm on the humble. That's why I'm asking you.
I don't know, man. But if you find one,
Oh, I definitely won't. I'll just buy it out.
Kidding me?
That's basically like a collab record I'm putting out this fall, where, you know, I basically wanted to work with a lot of dudes who've been doing shit in Boston for a long time, a lot of people that you never heard of from Boston, because, you know, that's where I'm from, that's where I represent, and, you know, whatever little shine I get, I want to put it on to some of the kids from around there.
The boss of George New Year's, the motherfucking Svengali. More boss, got body in the XL Denali with the Marsburg shotty. Got a full box of shells and a ransom note that ain't good.
No, I said it's much easier with, you know, I think you're referring to what I was talking about earlier today, is it's, you know, from when I first came out here, Ed O.G. brought me out here for the first time in 2004, and, you know, I used to have to, like, run down to the payphone and fucking talk for a minute and a half back to home, and, you know, just be completely unplugged and disconnected. I had a lot of culture shock, but, you know, it's a different ballgame now with smartphones and the internet, and, you know, a laptop, and, you know, I can watch a Celtics game in my room. I can talk to my son face to face. You know, have a phone in my pocket where I'm basically connected to my life still, even when I'm over here. So it makes it a lot easier because you got more of those creature comforts.
Broken freezer bags hidden in the Ferrari. More raw than Big Daddy Kane spitting with Marley. More right than them 3 bitches sniffing with Charlie. That's coke like a boss of George New Year's. The motherfucking Svengali. More boss, got body in the XL Denali with the Marsburg shotty. Got a full box of shells and a ransom note that ain't gunpowder out on my dash.
I'm raw as sushi, Belushi spirit probably is with me. I'm Rick James, bitch ass Bobby.
I'll address that. I mean, it makes me grateful. You know, you could get easily bored doing your own routine back home, but when you go around the world, it kind of, you know, you see, it opens your mind and your perspective. But it makes me feel good that, you know, that like sometimes you think, you know, you might not have it as good as you like it, and then you realize how good you have it. You know what I mean? So we went so many places in so many days. Every day we're traveling, doing a show next. So it's kind of hard to assimilate the whole thing. But you know, it's a good thing. But you know, at least for me, it makes me like I'm fortunate to get out to see it. But I'm also happy that I get to go home. You know. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's way different. I mean, Russia is strange, but it's a good time. I mean, my favorite show on the tour was Moscow. I mean, the energy. It's kind of like they're lacking a lot of stuff that we, like Danny said, like that we take for granted, and it's, you know, it's appreciated. You know, they appreciate us, so it's different. It's different. I love it.
Yes, the motherfucking Svengali. More boss, got body in the XL Denali with the Marsburg shotty. Got a full box of shells and a ransom note that ain't gunpowder out on my.
Yeah, last night. Oh, it felt great. I was standing out in front of the hotel, just chilling, just like, you know, taking in the sights a little bit, and some dude stopped me and asked me for directions like I was like local, so it was kind of funny. I enjoyed it. It was great.
with Slain. Black Scully, black bandana, and black coat with the co-leader in the house of pain.
You already know what it is. It's the pimp, the sniff, and the oh shit. That ain't dandruff, homeboy. Hell no, that ain't dandruff. All together now. Let's go.
I think that was a concept we were building on together, and
I mean, when I first heard about Jesus Malverde, I heard from a famous tattoo artist in Los Angeles who used to tattoo cartel members, and I had never heard of what that was, you know? So for us, it's a metaphor, you know what I mean? The drug is the music. So when we say drugs or coke, you're not cokeheads. I'm sober 7 years. I don't, you know what I mean? And no, it's not what we're talking about. It's a metaphor. We're switching words for words, and you know what I mean? Trying to flip it up. But for us, you know, that concept, when we first started talking about it in the early 2000s, it wasn't going on the war right now, what you see in Laredo, Texas, and all that crazy stuff. There was no TV shows, Breaking Bad. It was like nod, nod, wink, wink, like secret stuff that only people, you know what I mean, who were really in the streets had heard about. So we use it as like, you know, like a metaphor to write. So, but now it seems like mainstream, a lot of people know. When I used to Google it, you know, 8 years ago, maybe one page would show up with maybe small images nobody had heard. Now millions of people know what that is and who it is. But it was nice to be able to put the Holy Mountain film and mix, you know, that old footage, that old movie, that classic movie, with what they wrote and the music, you know, we made it with La Coka, and match it to that vintage footage and you know, to put it out like that was kind of dope.
But with the reason to die.
The trees got me so high, kid, sniff your next line. My culture's refined, I'm heavy on the grind. I'm hard in the paint, my Uzi weighs a kilo. I'll smack you in the face and crack your head like CeeLo.
It's a fact, homie, eagles don't roam in flocks, but the eagles that I gotta put a hole in.
We even did, but we did this record like that too in Philly. I mean, yeah, it was just harder to do this time though, you know, across the board. It took us 4 years to make the first record because of that. So
because of geographics. I mean, Slane was in Boston. Yes, Slane was in Boston. I was in L.A. Bill was in Brooklyn. Lethal's in L.A. Everlast is in L.A. Everybody who was collaborating was a different. So, you know, but we were like, fuck it, we want to sit and make, you know, get that vibe in the studio. And Lethal had a big studio at that time that we could all go to and stuff. But a lot has changed since then. And people's schedules have changed and people's locations have changed. So, you know, it makes it increasingly harder to do that, especially if you have you know, a timeline that you're trying to stick to. So, you know, in a perfect world, you'd like to, you know, go up in a cabin for 6 months and work on records like they used to in the 70s, but that we don't live in that world anymore, you know, and so.
So for the new album, you'll also work like sending mail?
Any way we could get it in, but we sat at the end of it. We went to Philadelphia and we worked with a guy that you know, we sat there for 3 days and just powered out, you know, the rest of the record. So.
Dick first got wet, kicked a hole in the womb of my mother, then I jet back to the scene of the crime. A true mastermind.
Yeah, you know, Winnie the Paz is a good friend of ours, and you know, we just work with him. Like, not really work. Work is not really the right word. We hang with him and get music done. I'm working on a new album with him right now, so I mean, it's just constant. It's not something we think about. It just happens. You know what I mean? He's definitely part of our fam. So.
Sniffing with Charlie, that's coke like a.
Same. Yeah, it's like whatever we do, solo albums, La Coka, Heavy Metal Kings, whatever we do, you know, you'll see Vinny on the record, you'll see Jack on the record. It's, you know, and vice versa. We're on their records. You know, it's like a family affair.
Together now. Let's go. All together now. Let's go. All together now.
Yo, what up? This is Ill Bill.
This is Danny Boy.
And what up? This is Slane, and right now you're checking out Backspin TV in Germany.
Drop that shit one time. Drop that shit one time. Drop that